half the country really does think that we're about to implode, and the other half thinks it's game time. Whichever side of that you're on, you're probably wrong because no one has a clue.
Well, we've had an incredible year in the S&P, up 27% on the year. We ring this bell often about staying invested, not trying to time the market. The S&P is up 70% from that October 2022 low. 70%.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. And if you remember,
it was down about 25 at that point.
2022, the year ended about 20% down. It would have been lower in October. Yeah. All the conversations we were having with our clients centered around, there's a massive recession coming up. I'm worried. What should I be doing? Should I be, going to cash? What's the action here? What's the plan? And it is just, again, this resounding endorsement for the idea of not trying to time the market, not giving in to what is a very valid human emotion. And if you did that, you're up 70%.
So down 25, down 20, 25, up 70.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of volatility, right?
Yeah, I'll take that deal.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. What a year. What another year.
Yep.
But what about next year?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, half the country thinks everything's going to blow up and go to hell in a handbasket. The other half thinks it's game time.
Mm-hmm.
And some of those people are right and some of those people are wrong, and we haven't figured out which ones are right.
Yeah, we have no idea.
So Callie Cox over at the Ritholtz Group put out a great article about what the Santa Claus rally is. It's the idea that at the end of the year, there tends to be a fairly significant rise in prices from the last 5 trading days of the year. So it's the final 3 days of the calendar year and then the first 2 trading days of the new year.
Okay.
Right. So it really is right at the very end.
Yes, very end, and it actually bridges that gap, which I never knew, the idea of the rally. I'm just going to read the stat here. The S&P 500 has risen in the last 5 trading days of the year through the first 2 trading days of the following year about 80% of the time. So that's a fairly statistically significant stat there. Usual 7-day period, it's up about 59%. So a pretty big bump. Like I said, we've had a great year, 2024, up 27%. In years when the S&P has been up 20% or more through November, the index also rose in December 75% of the time.
Okay.
Now, that sounds incredible, but normal stat is probability of a rally in December 74%.
Okay.
So probably not statistically significant. But we could see that there's an argument to be made that we have seen all the growth that the market is prepared to accept for the year. That could turn out to be true as well.
Is there a reason behind that? Is it, good market sentiment at the end of the year? Is it, the retail boom that just happens over the holidays? I'm just speculating because I have no idea.
Those are 2 of the topics you'll hear talked about frequently. There's also some idea about mutual fund managers and sort of, fund managers looking to capitalize on what was a good year and squeeze out any kind of returns that they can at the end of the year. Retail activity, people are out and spending money. I just saw something, it was a quick headline that said they expect 2024 holiday season to be 14% more sales, net sales for the year. So as it stands, the economy feels like it's still strong. People are working. And as we know, if people are working, they're going to be spending.
Yeah, so. And Black Friday hit records this year.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's sort of expanded as well, right?
It's so many days now. It's not just Black Friday.
Yeah, it's
Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Charitable Giving Tuesday.
It's like a 2-week, vacation for spending. But all that activity, begets a lot of economic confidence again going into the new year.
The economy is humming.
Yeah.
It is humming.
Yeah.
It's remarkable, really.
Yep.
It really is. And it's also remarkable given how many people think it's not.
Right. The vibes check, as the kids say.
Vibe session.
Vibe session. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's been a pretty wild year, really. It's been elections everywhere. Incumbents have been deposed globally, including in the good old US of A. And I think it's just worth touching on what I said before. Like, half the country really does think that we're about to implode, and the other half thinks it's game time. And whichever side of that you're on, you're probably wrong because no one has a clue. And I just temper it. Whether you're scared stiff, that people in a position of fear are liable to make a a wrong move. But also, if you're overconfident, that can also lead to making a wrong move. So we just caution: calm and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, stick with your plan. Stay invested. Keep doing what you've always done. Try and tune out the noise, and this too shall pass.